Hi everybody, Reed Cowan here from this year's Power Tour, the Power Tour from last year and the year before. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm not on stage with the governor and Mrs. Huntsman and the rest of the Power team this year. As some of you may have heard, I'm off chasing down the news and maybe even some hurricanes in Miami and Fort Lauderdale for the top Fox affiliate in the country. One day, I closed my eyes and I pictured the work environment and the type of people I wanted to learn from and grow with, and the job at Fox 7 in Miami came to me. It's really been an amazing example of how picturing in your mind the type of life that you want and attracting it to you through your thoughts actually works. Well, before I left Utah, I was privileged to tell many of you a great news story about a young group of football players who put people before points. I want to share this story with you once again as it first aired on Channel 4. I believe it's really a great example of some people who truly believe that great and true victories are victories that are shared. I love this story. 10-year-old Luke Runyon has never had it easy in his entire life. He's got an illness that causes his body to grow tumors all through his brain. Well, he tries his best to excel despite the odds, playing on the Brighton Pee Wee Football League. And this Saturday, because of the kindness of the opposing team, Alta, everybody scored big.
Oh, wow.
This was a really incredible day.
The day was so incredible, Luke Runyon's mom is still talking about it. You see, days like this are rare for Luke, who on this game day, because of his disease, believed the very worst about himself.
He plopped down on the ground and was mad at himself and said that he was no good.
Coaches on Alta's team saw number 61 from Brighton needed some encouragement, choosing to tell Luke's coach and the referee for this play, their players would put people before points.
The ref came over and said that they wanted number 61 to be able to carry the ball.
And so it went, the handoff and the run for Luke's life.
They handed him off the ball, and he ran 60 yards all the way down. It was just an incredible, warm experience of triumph for a kid that doesn't get all of the options.
So here, close to home, the kid who doesn't get all the options got one handed to him by his opponents, who did something that mattered a great deal to Luke.
He has strutted around ever since. It matters because you take somebody that doesn't have a lot and you give them opportunities and you build on that.
Not bad, huh? Thanks to ABC4 viewers Larry, Bob, and Melissa, good friends, for that great video. Luke's teenage brother Nick told me today that this is proof that kindness pays off. You feel good?
I feel great.
Oh, so wonderful. So I think I know the question to this. I know the answer to this question already, but who won that game?
I'm going to quote a friend of mine today who said, everybody.
I would agree,
Not too shabby,
100%.
huh?
You can't argue with that, can you?
So, just in case you ever wonder, what you just saw is how true class is measured. That day on the football field, the opposing team truly did something to make them feel proud, and I couldn't be happier than to have had the privilege to tell you that story. Well, shifting gears now, last year, some of you may remember my own work to overcome the worst experience of my life, my own story of loss. As you will remember, in April of 2006, my beautiful, smiling baby boy, Wesley Cowan, died in a tragic backyard swing set accident. He fell from a horizontal set of monkey bars and he got caught in a poorly designed swing set that featured trapeze apparatus hanging from a horizontal monkey bar unit. Well, in a flash, everything that I knew to be good and true in this world was gone. And so, at the time, I thought my purpose was gone too. But following the example of so many young people like you who are part of the Power in You family, I decided to turn pain into purpose, and I decided to turn this tragedy into something more, something better, something profound for others. I decided, along with some very special people, to build schools in Africa in my son's name. And let me tell you something, we did it because we dreamed it. My journey took me to Kenya's Masai Mara, where 1 child in 7 is infected with AIDS, where many children do not live to see their teenage years because of dirty drinking water and illness all around. There, the children of Africa know that education is their way out of all of their difficulties, and they embraced us with open arms, as you can see here. We put hundreds of bracelets bearing the motto of my son of "Be happy every day" onto these Maasai children's arms, who came running to greet us from all over. On the 1-year anniversary of the tragedy that took my son's life, we opened not only 1, but 2 Wesley Cowan schools.
I want all of you to know, you the future of Kenya, that when you close your eyes and you think a thought, and when you dream a dream, you create the world in which you will walk.
Today, 1,000 young people are in solid and safe classrooms that are named after my son, because he lived and because I loved him far too much to let tragedy define his days. Now, Wesley was also an organ donor at just the age of 4. Today, this very day, 2 children who were completely blind see again with 20/20 vision because of Wesley's donation of corneas. And 2 other children who were dying from heart problems are alive today because of my son's donation of heart tissues and valves. Because of my Wesley Cowan, sight has been restored to the blind, life has been given to the dying, and thousands of children will be educated in his name. That's definitely something to make me feel proud. And let me tell you something, you can do it too. Is there something in your life that hurts, or maybe even a silent something that causes you to not have the joy you know you can and should have? Find the pathway out of that pain by helping someone out of their own difficulties. Let me tell you, service saved my life, and service to others is what can make yours be the best it can be. I promise you this. Be the change you want to see in your own lives and in your own world. And I'll see you very soon back in the good old Beehive State. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the show.